pull any funny business with me, and I will press charges against you. You won't have a prayer beating, Ted.
By telling the truth? I'd take that chance.
Do. But don't forget, you're still on probation. The charge of extortion will put you behind bars faster than a blinking of the eye.
Might be worth it to see you out walking the streets where you belong.
That's something you're never going to see. Is revenge really so sweet, Tad? Your father was a convict, and is that your goal in life, to follow him? Oh, that's all right, Tad. Go ahead, hit me. Assault and battery will only lengthen your stay behind bars.
I'm going to get even with you. If it's the last damn thing I do.
You do that, but in the meantime, could I have my gold chain back, please? Now get out and stay out.
Slut.
Hello, everybody. This is Liza Colby. The best of Marcy Walker is a go. Good morning, everyone.
Erica? Oh, my God, have you killed him?
Don't be idiotic. Would I be looking for the man if I killed him?
Maybe to draw suspicion away from yourself, maybe.
I'll tell you something, Adam. If I had killed David Hayward, I would have taken out a full-page ad in the Bulletin announcing his demise.
All right, fine. You've got to help me find him.
Well, just calm down. Just don't blow an artery.
I'm going to blow an artery. I'll blow an artery.
Oh, and leave your little girl fatherless? That's what's really working you up. You have so much to lose.
Liza and my little girl are my whole world. He knows that. That's why I'm so vulnerable.
Oh, well, that's your doing, not his.
Because I love my family?
No, because you are living a lie. Because Colby is not Jake Martin, she's yours. Because you switched the sperm sample. You know what? If I had any sense at all, I would tell Liza the truth. That's what I would do, and I would leave you twisting in the wind.
You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't do that.
Why not?
We were married.
Oh, and I have so many happy memories.
Erica, you would never do anything to intentionally hurt me.
Oh, really?
Well, what about Liza? No, forget Liza. What about Colby? Hayward is the destroyer here. That's why he instructed his lawyers to send letters to Liza and the police, revealing the truth if he were suddenly to turn up missing. Well, he's turned up missing. Erica, if you know anything, if you have any information, I demand that you tell me.
You to make demands? I mean, if you want me to help you, that'd be nice. And while we're waiting for hell to freeze over, I'll tell you what happened.
Just tell me Hayward is alive.
Well, he was the last time I saw him. I held him prisoner in my basement with his precious surgeon's hand stuck in an old carpenter's vise.
Oh, come on. This is no time for jokes.
I'm not joking.
You're serious? You... Oh, my God. That's... Why? Why would you do that?
Well, I certainly didn't have a master plan about this or anything. I mean, I hated David Hayward, and I had good reason to. But you're the one who came along. You fanned the flames, and then he showed up at my door, and that's what sealed his fate.
What happened?
He told me that someday I would laugh. I mean, he had the nerve to say, and I'm quoting, that someday I would look back on what happened to my face and I would laugh. And so that, of course, revealed to me that he had no understanding whatsoever of what he had done to me. And so, of course, I like a good joke as well as anybody else, and so I knocked him out and I threw him down the laundry chute and I attached him to the vise. And when he woke up, he asked me the same thing you did. He asked me why. Well, I'll tell you why. I wanted David Hayward to feel the same pain that I'm feeling, to feel the same sense of helplessness that I feel. I wanted him to mourn the loss of something vital, of something precious. Because when you have this gift from God and somebody takes it away from you, there is this emptiness and nothing can ever fill that. I wanted him to really know what that emptiness feels like.
I'm almost afraid to ask this, but did your scare tactic work?
Well, if you mean, does David Hayward have a conscience? Yes, I think he does. And is he sorry for what he did to me? Definitely. And ultimately, we learned that we have some things in common. So I set him free.
But you still don't trust him.
I don't know. I don't know who the real David Hayward is. I don't know if he really is the horrible, heartless monster that his own mother says he is, or whether it's Vanessa who's lying. I don't know. And so that's why I'm here. I am looking for David. I'm looking for the truth.
Vanessa, I ain't no scribe, but correct me if I'm wrong. Shouldn't it be Erica's giving nature and generous spirit?
Oh, watch it, honey. You know how sensitive these creative writing types can be.
Who's talking creative here? This whole thing was ghosted.
Oh, but she had to tell him what to write.
What? Did you two, rehearse this whole thing, or are you attempting an improvisation here?
No, we just, frankly, we're just taking with your whole total stream of consciousness. If you put so much effort into this phony one, who knows what blood, sweat, and whatever you put into the real thing.
The real thing.
You know, the tell-all book you're writing with Donald Steele to humiliate Erica.
Look, I told you, as I told Erica, there is no tell-all book. I have no reason to harm Erica, for Pete's sake. She's been nothing but a blessing to me. And what you are reading there, my darling, is the book that I intend to publish.
No way. This is a freaking Valentine to somebody you hardly even know.
Look, I look upon Erica
As your next meal ticket?
Okay, all right. These accusations have really gone far enough. You're accusing me of I don't even know what all. Please, just leave Erica's house right now and do not darken her doorstep again.
She thinks we just fell off the turnip truck, honey.
For someone who's so close to Erica, I can't believe she doesn't know you're Erica's lawyer.
Or you're her nearest, closest, bestest, dearest friend, perhaps?
Which makes it our job to protect Erica from being victimized by parasites.
You know, if you two really do care about Erica, it seems to me you would simply honor her wishes and simply get lost. She has said to you herself she is fine. She does not need your help.
You know, it's a funny thing about people who walk around telling you they're fine all the time. You find out sooner or later they're not fine at all.
I'm fine, Liza, really.
Really?
My marriage to Gillian was just a big farce. Shotgun wedding with your finger on the trigger.
Ooh, guilt. Just call me lock and load Liza.
You were gonna fire me for taking kickbacks if I didn't tie the knot with Gillian.
Look, the exiled princess was going to marry Scott to get her green card. I couldn't let that happen to Adam's nephew.
So you just picked a groom at random and it was me. Just because I was trying to get some freebies from our sponsors. Of course, why you didn't fire me, I'll never understand.
I think I had a sixth sense about this true love with you and Gillian. Your farce turned into your fairy tale because you loved her. And her love changed you.
I don't know about that.
No, I know about that. You blew into town this cocky, arrogant sales jockey. You were looking for maximum return on minimum investment. You were out to sucker people, and now you are the most generous and caring person I have the pleasure to know. So, there's really no chance that you and Gillian will work it out?
We blew all of our chances.
You mad at me for making you marry Gillian?
If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a single thing.
Maybe the ending?
That one true love stuff. That may be true for other people, but not for me.
Do you really think Adam Chandler sent that man to spy on you?
I don't know. He has been acting strangely. I mean, lately he's been treating me like his best friend. Well, Jake, have a cigar. Want some brandy?
Well, that's nice.
No, it's Adam doesn't do nice.
Well, you know, maybe it's because of Colby. Maybe he wants to bury the... What do you call it?
The hatchet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to bury the hatchet right between my shoulder blades. I don't. The other weird thing is, he was all over me about trying to get dirt on David Hayward, and when I refused, he got all bent out of shape.
Well, you could have told him, you know, about me and David.
No, smear you to help him? No, your secret is safe with me.
All right, so what about this detective?
Well, Adam might be playing it safe to maybe avoid suspicion. He's probably got this PI guy digging up dirt on me or trying to dig up dirt on me, so it would make me look like an unfit father.
But that's not true because you're a wonderful father. And you're a kind, decent, caring man.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, but Adam has this talent of making people look bad. Anybody.
I wouldn't write off love just yet.
Gillian and I loved each other. We did, but it didn't solve our problems.
Look, just because you and Gillian hit a few speed bumps along the way, it doesn't mean you give up. I mean, look at everything that Adam and I had to overcome.
You and Adam are in a different league altogether. I mean, look at you. You radiate happiness. I've never seen you like this.
Really? Even when I beat the big competition on a leading story?
Even then.
You know, I have to tell you, I used to think that the biggest wonderful news and the major coup was 30 share or, I don't know. But real life has TV land beat by a mile. You find peace in a million moments every day in every way. And there are perfect moments, and they're moments. Like when I lay my daughter down to sleep, and I look from her to Adam sleeping in the bed. And when I get in, and I'm starting to fall asleep, all I can hear is their breathing. And I just thank God. I mean, it's everything I never knew I ever wanted. And Gillian loves you. And you love her. And it can be everything. It can be enough if you just let it be.
I'm happy for you, Liza. I am truly, truly happy, but it's not the same for me and Gillian. I need to get a jump start on my future, and I have to face the fact that I have to do that alone.
Okay. Well, I might have a key to your future. Furnished. You interested?
I learned some very interesting things about David Hayward when he was my house guest. I got some very rare glimpses into his character. David told me some things about his father. And so at least now I understand a little bit about what motivates his despicable behavior.
Sounds like the same old whiny sob story to me. Didn't get a tricycle when he was 3, so he's scarred for life.
No, David's wounds are not superficial.
Neither are yours, Erica. Frankly, I'm stunned. that you are sitting here making excuses for the man who destroyed your face.
I'm not making excuses. I'm merely saying that perhaps he's not the heartless monster that we thought he was.
What did he tell you?
That was personal. He told me that in confidence.
Confidence? How does someone like Hayward rate your confidence? Erica, if you have information that will help me bury this swine, please tell me.
Look, I don't know if everything David told me was true. But if it is, if the horror he described to me is even partially true.
Oh, my God. He really got to you, didn't he?
I spoke to Dr. Earl, and I asked her professional opinion on what she thought the impact of us having a baby might have on Max, and she seemed to believe that now would not be a good time because of all the changes he's been through recently. And so Dr. Earl seemed to feel, and I agree with her, that we should put off getting pregnant right now.
Well, maybe we could go see somebody else, another doctor, get a second opinion, because I don't know.
I think
I
that
agree with
any
that.
therapist worth her practice would tell us the same exact thing, Mateo.
Yeah.
Honey, Max nearly burned down their apartment. He could have killed himself and his mother because he is so afraid of losing you. And you spend every waking second with him.
And he doesn't feel any more secure, does he?
Mm-mm. Can you imagine what it would be like if you had to take me to a Moss class or an ultrasound? And you know how crazy life gets when a new baby comes into your world, and Max would see our son or daughter as a threat or a competition. And that's not good. I don't think he can handle that right now.
You're right.
I know. And I hate it. No, but you have to put kids first. It's a concept that always escaped my mom. But the way I see it is that we only have this short time to make a difference in his life. I want us to make a difference in Max's life.
You're gonna be such a good mom.
Someday.
Now. Max has no idea how much you love him. Just when I think I can't love you more than I already do, you do something amazing, so incredibly loving. You put aside what you want for my son's sake.
You know, if Erica does return and is still upset about your being here, you two are heartless, to say the least.
To say the least.
Yes! And if perhaps by some bizarre choice she chooses to believe these outrageous accusations about...
Outrageous, huh?
Yes, outrageous. Well, I'm sure she'll be in contact with you, and then you two can just march right back in here triumphantly.
Triumphantly sounds good, but the thing is, we ain't leaving.
Oh, my dear, nothing I've said impresses you, huh?
No, we're impressed. Aren't we impressed, sweetheart?
Oh, absolutely.
The thing is, dear Big V, us here in the cheap seats, we are duly impressed. My father, as he used to say, would say that you had the gift of gab. You're able to turn lies into an art form, isn't it? But if you don't mind, my wife and I here are going to stick around for the second show.
You know what I was thinking, honey? As soon as we get rid of Morticia here, you and I can take that long-awaited trip to Bermuda.
Oh, that sounds beautiful,
really,
doesn't
A
it?
couple of weeks, walks on the beach.
Oh, dancing. Don't forget the dancing.
And those beautiful breakfast buffets with all that tropical fruit.
Who's getting up for breakfast?
I beg your pardon. David Hayward didn't get to me.
He did something to impair your judgment.
He told me a very, very sad and very distressing story about what it was like to be the son of Vanessa Bennett.
Cue the violins.
No, it wasn't like that. Look, David told me that he blames his mother for his father's suicide.
And bad potty training did the rest. I don't want to pity David Hayward. I want to cut him off at the knees.
Well, then you're going to have to do that without my help.
You realize my entire future is at stake here.
Yes. And I also realize that you used Liza, no matter how you try to justify your motives.
But Liza loves me.
Well, then there should be no problem. She'll accept the fact that you invaded her body without her consent, and you'll live happily ever after.
She won't do that, and you know it.
And that's what you should be worrying about, Adam. Liza. Not David or me or whoever else knows your dirty little secret. Liza.
Can I help you? You look lost. I know you. SOS Bar.
Right. My name's Leslie Colson.
Jake Martin.
I'm David Hayward's attorney.
Ah, yeah, he's up on the second floor.
I checked. He isn't there. No one seems to know where he is.
So, what'd you think?
This isn't bad. You said you couldn't cook.
You did.
You know, I'm actually beginning to enjoy this. It's been nice getting to know you.